So why did we choose Morocco? It's a question mark, huh? And we want to answer this how. When we announced that we want to have a headquarter in Africa, we give the opportunity to all these countries in the continent, okay? Few countries showed interest that they want to host ACA, including Morocco. And as when we sit on the board, we said we need to give equal opportunity to every country that wants to host ACA. So what happened is we communicated with those countries, we wrote to them, and they replied. Some of the country invited the ACA board members to visit their country.
Yes.
So we had to visit all the countries that showed interest. So the board members traveled all over the continent to look for the best environment for ACA to be established. And when we were visiting, we were also giving the score. Let's say we visit country A. After visiting the country, the board members are sit and come up with a conclusive score out of 100.
Yes.
And out of those countries that ACA board members visited, Morocco came number 1. So this is how we get to a level of achieving our office here in Morocco. It didn't come from nowhere. We had to do a whole work of 2 months, and we ended up rating Morocco as number 1 in terms of, number 1, facility that has been allocated for ACA.
Yes.
Number 2 is support in terms of building this ACA. Morocco came up. Number 3 is the environment of football in that specific country. So some of the countries, they're very beautiful, but there's no football environment. So Morocco has come forward as number 1 as well on that aspect. Number 4 is the economical stability of the country. Number 5 is the security of that country. So there was a number of criteria that came from the board, and those were assessing points when we built the position of the hosting nation. And when we visit those countries, we are now giving the score. If there's, in terms of safety, it's number 1. In terms of football development, is number 1. In terms of facilities, is number 1. In terms of cooperation in football and creating better environment, Morocco came number 1. So this was the element of choosing Morocco to be the hosting nation. Thank you.